So today is really, I suppose, move-in day. All the other time I've spent out has been about working and fiddling around. Today I'm just going to try and spend some time in the shelter, enjoy it, and hopefully get some temperature measurements. So this is just a mover's blanket that I've brought down. So the great thing with having this really soft, fine river sand as a floor, which I've built up, is there's no real problems with stones or roots or anything poking you. I suppose when you sleep on it, at least there's a bit of give in it, which is kind of important when you're roughing it. You've got enough to deal with it without having to have an uncomfortable thing to sleep on. Unload this fireplace a little bit. Don't need all of this in here. We'll just start small and then we can always add if this is not going the way I need it to go. The great thing about the cedar when you're using it, it's easy to break up to whatever size you need. So here we go. For that. So there's not a tremendous amount of smoke yet. But I don't want to be sucking smoke all in the shelter, so these flaps will open. And let's just see how it goes. So where my hand is, I can feel the heat. And on the thermometer, the temperature has already climbed. We're just slightly over 60 now, and looking at about it's about 16 degrees Celsius and just slightly over 60 degrees Fahrenheit. The whole winter as we find out, make discoveries about what we can improve on or what desperately needs to be changed. But so far so good. Before this was cold to the touch. Yeah, so the whole reflective surface is pretty much warm in the shelter now, so that's what we needed to feel. I'm not going to need a much larger fire than this. Obviously the winter temperatures when we drop below freezing might require something a bit larger, but fundamentally I don't need a big blazing log fire like I've had to use in the past. So I'm not going to have to spend as much time gathering wood and chopping wood. I'm quite pleased with the result of just a small little fire. Yeah, so the temperature in here now is a little over 18 degrees Celsius. So somewhere between 66 and 68 Fahrenheit. It's been a long haul building this shelter, but I suppose now at least I get to, you know, enjoy it for what it was built for. So with winter rapidly approaching, this gives me a nice little base camp to still be able to go and explore, but something to come back to and you know, at least warm myself up, grab a cup of coffee or something before I head home, or whatever. Just come out here with friends. I think I'm just going to make myself some lunch and see what happens from there. Today's lunch is just a little curry and rice type thing. Quite nice. Come on. So current temperature is just below 20 degrees. So it's come up all the way from this morning's 12 degrees. So the tops are still doing fine, they're not at... Just going to stir this rice a bit, I don't want to get it burnt up here. So tin foil does not burn, tin foil then goes home for better disposing of, I suppose. And that's pretty much lunch served. So the heat is coming through the plastic screen pretty nicely. What is the temperature here now? Yeah, temperature's at like, what is it? About 22 degrees Celsius, and whatever that is in Fahrenheit there. 74 degrees Fahrenheit by the looks of things. So yeah, I mean, if you could maintain just like the 20. So the current temperature is now over 80 degrees Fahrenheit and about 28 degrees centigrade. Oh, what am I talking about? Celsius. So and that is being produced by that fire, alright, admittedly slightly larger than I've had, but once again, that's only a single piece of wood, big piece of wood burning there. And so it is absolutely toasty in the shelter here. So the outside temperature is still about 12 degrees some change Celsius. Yes, I think, you know, if here with the right insulation on the ground, you know, a decent sleeping bag, you know, obviously the right clothing to wear for a winter overnight, I think this little shelter is going to pan out pretty well. Let's say I've changed just to, you know, I've taken off my my jersey. I'm just in a thin polyester shirt. I'm pretty much sweating, and I'm just sitting inside the shelter here. So yeah, I'm pretty happy. It would be less about my bragging rights and I did this, although there is an element of I'm glad I achieved this. I would hope that your takeaway is more of an inspirational thing, you know. Go and build something for yourself, you know, even if it's on a lesser scale. I mean, I started off with something really totally I suppose arbitrary almost compared to this, but that was the building block for all of this. You know, if I hadn't done that, I wouldn't really know what I was doing here. And you know, this is still, you know, just something I've kind of cobbled together, you know, and just do what you want to do. Don't worry about what, you know, Bushcraft Bob's doing. Do your thing, and just have fun with it. You know, if something doesn't work, it's not a failure. It's just, shift your focus, shift your direction, and try again. I had a couple of things. I had a reset shadow. It was a pain in the, pain to do, but ultimately I've got myself something, that has been a great learning experience for me. So yeah, and if you guys do something, ping me on my channel. I'd love to see, what you guys have done. Forever the student. We never know it all. Alright, thanks for watching.